honest employee that never misused taxpayer money or went against the city's policy and procedures. I have always had strong work ethics when it comes to following the laws governing municipalities, and has that jeopardized a few friendships or working relationships? Yes. But my moral values of following the rules are more important to me than worrying about someone liking me or not. I was hired to serve this community as a whole, and that's exactly what I did, and I did it well. There were numerous times that I went above and beyond my job description for the city, and that cannot be denied. I have never put council in a situation where they had to choose between me and another employee, because I'm not that petty nor unprofessional. People elected you to make decisions that are best for the city, not for your own personal gain, reasons, or agenda. You shouldn't allow your personal feelings cloud your judgment. Do I think it was a mistake to terminate me? Of course I do. Just like I think it was an error in judgment to place extra work onto 2 staff members and expect them to be in the best interest of the community. Giving a salary increase does not create extra time in the day for them to efficiently or effectively handle those extra responsibilities. Now let me be clear. I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm simply saying they shouldn't have been put in that situation by those council members that put them there, because those council members did not properly plan or consider my termination, and instead made a rash decision that had no justification. I know most of you have or had a business, but the city is not a business, and it cannot be managed like one. There are specific federal, state, and local laws that the city must comply with, and for council to think it was a good decision to terminate the city secretary to have an unexperienced personnel fill in that position was not wise. A prime example is that every city must have a city, which I've mentioned before, and it's the one position that a city must have. And yet it was not on the agenda to name an interim, which shows the lack of experience and knowledge of the staff and council. I could say it's no longer my concern and that I don't care, but it wouldn't be true. I do care because I've cared for this city, the citizens, staff, and council for nearly 11 years, and that's a long time to be a part of someone's life. With all this said, I hope council approves a fair severance for the wrongful termination I received on September 28th. Thank you for your time.
Excellent, thank you. Is there anybody else, Sean?
No other comments at this time.
We'll start the workshop meeting. Number 1, discuss approving the following minutes. Workshop meeting, special call meeting, August 3rd, 2020. Special workshop, regular meeting, August 17th, 2020.
Those will be forthcoming.
Okay. Anybody have any discussion? Number 2, discuss approving the city to use reserve park funds to host the holiday events at the city park in the amount not to exceed $5,000. Anybody have any?
If you guys want clarification on that, we're pending a meeting to discuss what's gonna actually happen for Halloween. We just didn't wanna have a meeting after the discussion and then ask for money at the backside when it was too late. So we're not exactly sure what Halloween is looking like until we meet as a group.
Anybody
And
else?
anybody's welcome to that meeting also.
So this includes Halloween.
Halloween, Christmas decorating the park.
Anybody else? Number 3, discuss approving for city's contribution to the employee retirement plan, funding from the budget retirement accounts. Do you have anything, Sean?
This would be the standard amount that council has historically placed in the employee retirement fund, 10% of wages.
Anybody have any questions? Number 4, discuss approving the city staff to advertise for bids for the Jamaica Beach bulkhead repair project located adjacent to the wastewater treatment plant. Sean?
There's 2 portions. One that would be just to the west of the treatment plant.
Sean, Alderman, Mayor Pro Tem Green has made the meeting. Sorry.
So both of these are at the treatment plant. One is going to be removing the top cap and then placing a new bulkhead along that will be the western side, and then spot repairs along what would be the east side. This is not taking into consideration the bulkhead repair down at the marina.
Any question? Number 5 is discuss resuming the use of eminent domain to acquire outstanding dune easement and dedicated beach agreements from the beachfront property owners. And I believe I had asked Sean to put that on the agenda to stop the process. We've been doing this for 12 years, and we still have, what, 9?
There's 9 outstanding beachfront
And this
units.
costs us over $100,000 in attorney fees.
$178,000 approximately.
And I just thought it was time to stop. Every time we get through a loophole, GLO comes up with another loophole. They've been doing that for now 12 years. And it's just draining the city's resources to try to do something that I don't think we're gonna ever get done. We actually got permission from the GLO to stop it and to put our efforts towards beach refurbished, like they did on 69th Street through what, 80 or 80th Street? I would like to not restart that, if y'all don't mind. Y'all, it's up to y'all, that's just my opinion.
What's your recommendation? Because we have to do something.
I'd like to stop it.
What happens with the actions we've already had?
It's just for nothing. I mean, there's a time and place, in my opinion, to stop something that's not going anywhere. And it's not been going anywhere for several years. And we're just keep dumping money at it and they've actually, the problem is if we stop it, we're never gonna get it back. But the agreement we have with GLO, if I'm not mistaken, Sean, is that they gave us permission to do this, to switch gears and go to the beach itself instead of the dunes, and that will allow us to at least apply for a dune refurbishing in the future. If they didn't agree to it, we had to keep going,
Yes,
correct?
so the beach nourishment component is being paid for through FEMA funding. They allowed the city to just continue the dune restoration portion, and, the state, the GLO, is not interested in approaching FEMA to restart the dune restoration until the city has all beachfront easements in hand. So the question would be, do you pursue that or not? I just, from a staff standpoint, we just need to know, so when calls come in, wanting to know what the city's gonna do with the dune, we have some direction to give residents.
Okay, we're talking about two different things.
No, we're talking about, they want to keep going for the eminent domain.
Okay, well, you keep talking about beach nourishment, which is bringing sand on the beach.
Right.
We're talking about the dunes.
Right.
Which we desperately need right now. I understand we've thrown a lot of money at this, and we haven't gotten anywhere, but what are we gonna do to protect the beachfront and the dunes right now?
What this is asking y'all is, do y'all want Sean to keep pursuing eminent domain, which is what GLO wants to do to the project?
Okay, let me rephrase the question. Now's the time. GLO has lightened up their grip on what we can do on the beachfront. What can we do to protect our city?
That's
Totally different.
for approximately 90 days. That's completely different than,
I've just seen in my previous experience, when we have a storm or something, you can get a lot more